A midweek adventure. Got a lot more than I was expecting, actually. So I decided to go for a little drive to Big Basin, Redwood State Park off of Route 9, which I was told was also a really good route, and I actually like this one too. This one pretty comparable to my last ride last week. I'm finding some really good spaces here, and I'm enjoying it. So I've got about 3-ish weeks left saved from my week traveling, and picked some good days. This was a clear day. I left, when did I leave? 1? I think I left my house at 1 and got to the park around 2. Here's what's so funny. I was following, well, this is a one direction, one lane road, and happened to follow a couple of slow cars, and then every car that was following me was a fast car. Pulled over a couple different times just because I didn't want them rounding on my tail. It's weird because when I'm in my car, it doesn't really bother me. I'll pull over anyway. But when I'm in my bike and then I'm following somebody who's going slow, I feel I have to pull over for them. But this route was fun. It was another fun one, and I enjoyed it just because it was clear. There was one little blemish though. So there was a car behind me that I couldn't really quite hear it, but it was honking at me, and there's that one right there, obviously just dying to get somewhere because the car in front of me was going relatively slow. But again, double lines, you don't really overpass anybody. So I wanted her out of the way. I think it was a female driver, but I couldn't do anything. Luckily, that was as far as it got. So hey, she does what she needs to do. So here was going into Big Basin. The redwoods here were just absolutely gorgeous. These tree-lined streets just make it all the more visually entertaining. So I got this view on the ride back. I think I'm going north right now. Sun's on the west side. I was still going relatively slow, so this is sped up video, but the curves and the winding and the fact that it was relatively late. This was a weekday. I think this was, oh my gosh, this was Tuesday. I just enjoyed having the road all to myself. This road actually became what they call a narrow road, so there was no dividing line. It was just again, another one. I can't describe why I've enjoyed this so much. It's like, why did it take me so long to get on a bike and actually do this? And then there's a difference between riding straight roads and obviously ones that are like this. So I think I was climbing up again on this one, coming from Berry Creek. So Berry Creek was at the very beginning. That was where I'd hiked 9 miles round trip. I was regretting that, actually. And so this is the narrow road where I'd have to pull over to this side to let an oncoming car come through. Luckily, again, being on a motorcycle, didn't have to worry about it. So this was a perfect first adventure on this route. Sunshine. It was, I don't know, about 6 o'clock when I left. 5:30, 6 o'clock. So it was about a 4-hour total hike that I took. It took about 3 hours completely from start to finish. I was tired. Just dead dog tired. So coming up on this one area, I saw it on my way down. Just a view of, I don't even know exactly where it is, but you can just see out to the horizon. And my leg cramped up like terribly. It took me a while to actually dismount from my bike. I was in pain. I'm not gonna lie. It was difficult. Just the shoes I was wearing weren't the best shoes, and then I was in jeans. Luckily, I was wearing a tank top, so I was able to kind of. It was a warm day actually. Not a lot of wind because I was protected, but yeah, this was a little hilarious how I came onto this one. Harsh. Whoa. So, actually, I did this hike and this ride Wednesday. Today's Friday, commentating on this, and I'm still sore. When I got home and recovered the following day, I literally could not get out of bed. I mean, I felt like I had 2 tree stumps longer than redwoods. It was crazy. So this is just the rest of the way home. End up going to cutting through Saratoga. So actually, now that I think about it, if I remember this route correctly, I didn't have to go too far out of the way versus when I went to Memorial Park last week. I had to go up north and then back south. From where I live in San Jose, I went straight down, going more towards Santa Cruz. I was following this guy right here. He was just zooming by. It looks really fun. And then this is getting into Saratoga. So I cut through here on the way up, and then this is just coming in on the way back. I also had been here during school. We took our little ones to a outdoor activity. I remember that day. My God, it was raining, it was freezing, and why we were doing that? Well, kids don't really care, but I did. I was cold, muddy, and we were making tents out of tarp or whatever. Anyway, Saratoga looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind just having dinner there or something like that before I take off. But I just literally, I could not move. My feet hurt, my legs hurt, everything was hurting. So when I finally got home, it was another hour to get there. It was quicker since I kind of knew where I was going. I'll never get over how I think I just lucked out. So, here's some more entertainment for you. That was another fun adventure. Oh. That's gonna be great.